Good evening, my name is Engineer Piyush Pandey, ladies and gentlemen, and today I am going to discuss with you one very crucial aspect of personality development, and that is improving your written communication skills. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we always say that speaking skills are most crucial, but along with the speaking skills, written skills also play a crucial role in upgrading your personality in a professional way. That's why you need to be highly conscious towards this aspect of communication skills also, and that is written communication. Friends, by written communication, I straight away mean to say that whatever you are writing, it should be in a grammatically correct manner. Especially when you are a professional college student and you are writing a resume, you are in final year, you are about to participate in a campus placement drive, and very soon you will be the part of corporate sector. In that case, the first impression of yours that is created in the mind of the visiting HR during campus placement drive is your resume. So in resume, what you do, I don't need to tell you that what you mentioned in your resume, you are well aware of that. You mention your name, you mention your educational qualification, the certificates that you have done, the projects that you have accomplished, the industrial seminars and trainings that you have attended, and the industrial tours that you have undertaken. Now, in such a situation, ladies and gentlemen, if you are not able to write all these credibility of yours in a grammatically correct manner, it puts a bad impact in front of the HR who is looking at a resume, who is looking at your resume at the time of campus placement drive. If you are writing everything in a grammatically incorrect manner, after reading your resume, the HR will immediately say that this person is not having the ability of writing English appropriately. How can I hire this person as a full-fledged corporate employee? After giving job to this person, he or she will be working in some industry. These students, they are going to be the part of my organization very soon if I select them. How will they perform effectively in my industry if they are not able to write English properly? If they are not able to write English properly. And I must say, ladies and gentlemen, inside the organization, whenever you are working as an employee anywhere, majorly you are involved in writing emails. Why writing emails? Because whatever responsibilities has been given to you by your superiors and seniors, you accomplish those responsibilities and immediately you give the feedback of it to your seniors that yes sir, I have completed this particular task that was given to me. Everything happens in written form because written form is a documented proof of whatever has happened inside the organization. And every organization only believes in documented proof. Whatever things are happening in different sections of an industry, the people who are doing those things, they always have a written report of it. Written report, written email, written letter. So everything inside the corporate sector is happening in written form because written form is the valid proof of something that has happened inside the organization. Organizations want everything in written form. And in such a situation when you have to tell about your task in written form all the time and you are not able to write English effectively, it really puts a bad impression of yours in front of seniors and superiors. And you can lose your job, this is sure. You can lose your job. Because if you are writing something in a grammatically incorrect manner, at the very first place, the person who is reading the text will not be able to understand that what you have written. The meaning of it will never be clear to the person who is reading the text. And this is the point. And I must say one more thing. In corporate sector, we all know that there is a 24/7 work atmosphere. People are very busy. They are overburdened with work. And in such a situation, if they read some grammatically incorrect letter, some grammatically incorrect mail, it irritates them. It is the biggest point of irritation. And if they get irritated, if the reader gets irritated, first of all, he or she is not going to do what you want that person to do. And second thing, that wrong written text can create great problems for you inside the organization. It can spoil your reputation forever. Inside an organization, we don't just go to the company and return back from the organization in the evening. We learn something, we understand something, we grow, we understand, and this is how our salary increases, our designation increases. And your designation is not going to increase in any way. Your salary is not going to increase in any way if you are not good in written communication. If every time the mails that you are writing, the letters that you are writing, the official proposals that you are writing, if you are writing all these things in a grammatically incorrect manner, 100% it is going to create a bad impression of yours in front of senior. And your immediate senior is the only person who is directly monitoring whatever you are doing in the company, and he is the only person who will forward your performance report to the higher authorities, and then the higher authorities will think about incrementing your salary and putting promotion in your designation. So the person who is monitoring you, your immediate boss, if he is consistently observing that you are not writing correct email, you are not writing grammatically correct letters, definitely he is not going to recommend your name to higher authorities for promotion or increment in salary, and you will remain at the same position for many years inside the organization. Ladies and gentlemen, always remember one very crucial aspect of corporate sector. Every individual has got one reporting manager above that person. It's a chain process. You are the employee. There is someone who is your senior. There is someone who is your senior's senior. And this is how the chain moves upwards. Upward communication. So how the higher authorities are coming to know that you are a good employee, your senior is telling his senior. That person is telling his senior. And this is how, in a chain, in a sequential order, the information about your performance is reaching the higher authorities, the owners of the organization. And this is how they are coming to know that yes, you are a good employee, you are a genuine employee. And if your immediate boss is not happy with you, if you are writing wrong mails, incorrect mails, grammatically inappropriate emails, grammatically inappropriate letters, the person is going to give a very bad report of yours to the higher authorities. And you will remain wherever you are. The higher authorities, the decision makers of the organization, will never put any increment in your salary. The decision makers of the organization will never put any increment in your designation. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, whatever you are writing, try to write it in a grammatically correct manner, because if it is not in a grammatically correct manner, the very first thing that is going to happen is the reader is not going to understand your text at the very first place. And if the person is not understanding your written text, how do you expect that person to take the right action in response to the text? How do you expect that person to take the right decision in response to that text? The person is absolutely not able to understand what you have written because of your grammatical mistake. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, in order to improve your grammatical mistake, you need to take some very basic steps, and these steps are not difficult in any way. In your busy life, I must say, read as much English material as you find. I know you are busy, I know you are having large number of responsibility on your shoulders. But if you want to improve yourself professionally, you will have to work seriously on this aspect of your personality, the written communication. Try to understand that how different sentences are getting framed. Try to understand that what different types of words are getting used in a particular text to describe a particular kind of situation. And if you want to know these things, you must be an avid reader. You must read as much as you can. And for professional college students, I must say, whenever they are finding time in class, in college, whenever they are free, they must go to library and read a large number of books. If you think that there is no lecture, there is no lab, and you are free for 1 hour or 1.5 hours or 2 hours, go to library. For that particular period of time, sit in library and thoroughly read any book of your choice. Any book of your choice. I'm not saying that you read something related to management strictly, you read something related to engineering strictly. No. It is your own choice that what type of book you want to study. Just go to library, take one book, start reading that book. Start reading that book and read it for a longer period of time. Half an hour, 1 hour. Because you are free, there is no lecture. So you can definitely utilize that time in reading. When you read more and more, you come to know that how grammatically correct sentences are framed, how different types of words are used to describe different types of situations in written form, how a same word can be used in two different forms in written communication. This thing you also come to know when you read more and more English text. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, in professional college, when you are a student, try to develop the habit of sitting in a library and reading as much as you can. The text can be of your choice. It can be any technical book. It can be any motivational book. It can be anything. Whatever you find good, whatever is your liking. Depending upon your desires, depending upon your liking, pick up the appropriate book according to your choice and start reading that book. Start the habit of sitting for a longer period of time and reading something. When you read more and more, your vocabulary increases. You try to understand that how grammatically correct sentences are framed, how different authors are using different varieties in writing. All these things you come to know, and then you develop your written communication skills, which is very essential if you want a good job in corporate sector after completing your graduation and post-graduation, whatever you may be doing. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say this thing to you. I hope that you understand that what is the importance of improving your written communication. I have clearly explained to you that if you are not a good written communicator, it is going to create problem for you in terms of getting promotions inside the organization, and especially in terms of getting increment in salary. So I request all of you to please be conscious about this particular aspect of communication and start concentrating on it at college level when you are a student. That's all for today, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you loved my today's video. Please subscribe my channel, ER Piyush Pandey, Trainer B.Tech MBA, and please press the bell icon for constant updates. Thank you very much. Have a great day.